Yo, 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 what's up, thrill seekers? And we are here with the impromptu, unscientific thrust test. We got our Fly Sky IA6B, our Skywalker 20 amp ESC 2 to 3S. We got our voltmeter, and we have a 3S 1500. We have our scale. We're trying to see what motors we want to put on the chuck gliders, and this is off of an MJX Bugs 3 drone. I have like 10 of these motors or 12 of these motors. It's a 1806 1800 kV, and it's made for the 2S. So we're gonna get a thrust test. The 2S batteries are charging right now because I just did a flight with them, and I wasn't that impressed with this last setup. So I think we're going to go to this lighter motor that's more efficient. The motor that's on there is a 2206 2700 kV, and this is a 1806 1800 kV. Without further ado, let's do the thrust test. I think this battery is toast. It was sagging pretty hard. Let's see what our total voltage was on this battery. So less than 8 amps at full throttle, but I don't think that this is a good test. This is an old battery that sags a lot. So I just wanted to see what we were dealing with, and then I'm going to pause this and I'm going to grab a 2S battery. Unfortunately, this voltmeter doesn't read that low on voltage. It's 3S and up, so we're not going to know how many amps it's pulling, but we will know at least how much thrust we're generating on a 2S 1500 50C. And I think this will be a perfect match, a 7-inch prop or even an 8-inch prop with this 2S battery. So without further ado, let's tear weight this. There we go. We're not gonna be able to get it all the way to there. Anyways, let's go. Let's do a half throttle. What just happened? All right, anyways, full throttle was like 220 grams of thrust, and full throttle on the other one was about 300 grams of thrust. So you might be better off running the 2S because the 2S battery weighs a lot less than the 3S. So the power to weight is going to be greater with the 2S, but we're going to run this 3S 2200 just to compare the two. All right, a 3S 2200 pack. Let's go half throttle. Full throttle. definitely puts some sag on this battery. This battery's an old battery too. It definitely sags when you go full throttle. But let's fill the motor. Ooh, whoo, that motor's really hot. Yeah. Ooh, that motor is, man, this motor will burn you. So, yeah, 3S did make that motor hot. So, I think we're going to stick with the 2S. And if it's pulling about 3.5 amps at half throttle on 3S, then it's probably only pulling 2 amps, you know, probably around 2 amps on the 2S. Because on 2S, it was only generating 80 grams of thrust on half throttle. On 3S, it was generating 150 grams of thrust on half throttle. So this motor is definitely not as strong as our 2700 kV, but I think the efficiency is there. Even on 3S, it topped out at less than 10 amps. So that means on 2S, it may even top out at 7 amps or 5 amps. So definitely going to be efficient with this motor.